They walked further into the cave.
Hey guys, happy Spooktober! Welcome to today's video where we're playing in the marketplace. I found this little game called Dropper of Horrors. Spooky stories filled with terror. 3 stories to read with voice-acted narration. I love when they read to me. And you can play the map solo or multiplayer. Well, we're gonna play this map solo because I don't have any friends. Cool, let's go. Cool. Let's just do it. All right. Also, is everyone ready to flinch and clinch? Let's go. It's go time. It's go time. Halloween. Spooky time. Spooky time. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to my newly renovated theater, the Dropper of Horrors. We have many delights in store for you, including our revolutionary 3D technology. Watching films is a thing of the past. Falling through them at a deathly breakneck speed, however, that is the future.
Breakneck?
All 3 acts are in the same hallway. Pick your act, then make your drop. Be careful though, it's a long way down.
All right, so I've never played a dropper before. Are you done laughing? Okay, I think he's done. Basically, there's a little tiny bit of water, and you go down, and you try and splash into it. It seems like a lot of fun. I've never done this before. There's supposed to be a welcome book in here. Oh, is that a joke? Like nothing's in there? Well, now I'm spooked. So, what exactly? Out of order? Ladies? Gentlemen? I can only go in the gentleman's bathroom because it's all out of order. Are there spiders in here? I just sat in the toilet. Gross. Man, I'm looking for swag because you know your girl just can't get through one thing. Why do you think the women's bathroom's out of order? Is there secrets in here? I gotta check everything because I'm curious. Whoa, nothing. Cabinets. Okay, cool. Well, let's head over here and let's see. I want to get to dropping. Let's see what's shaking. This is Spook City. Oh my gosh, the lights are flickering. Oh, there's a bat. Where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go up here? Oh my gosh, there's bad guys up there. Oh, those are little spiders. They're little guys. Ew, they're little. I thought they were bats. That's spooky. Okay, begin narration. There's a storybook.
Pumpkin.
It's not even in here.
Shouts and screams chased the Witch of Westwick back to her hut in the forest. The locals had caught on. She had been too careless flying on her broom, and now they knew she was a witch. Over her shoulder, she could see the bright fires of torches, their light gleaming off the villagers' pitchforks and scythes. Her life near Westwick was over. She would have to set up somewhere else. But first, she had to deal with the peasants. Concoctions and potions raced through her head as she navigated her enchanted trees. An invisibility potion would do the trick, but she didn't have the right ingredients. She would have to improvise. Her cat was waiting at the doorstep, but she had no time to lose. She would only have a precious few minutes before the villagers would be at her door.
That's the story. And now this is where the dropper is, so we gotta just jump in. I'm gonna try not to die. This is, oh my God. Okay. Well, there was a lot happening. So are we seeing the story as I go through this? Like, oh, okay. Wait, that's water. No, that's not water. So you can download this from the Windows Play Store if you want. Oh, I still got a heart. No. Oh my God. Pocket Edition or like, Xbox, Switch, whatever. This is, oh my God. Like honestly, do you even see any water down there? I thought I made it all the way down. Come on. Come on. Oh. Is it supposed to be this hard? Like seriously. Where's the water? Oh, okay. All right. She got it. Oh, well. All right. Nope. I'm so bad at this. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Come on. No! She believes in herself and her dreams. They come true. No. I can show you the world. Shiny shit. Oh. Chill out, Megan. Chill out. Round 3. Michael Jordan. No! Close. That's all that matters is that I was close. No! Shikaka! Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! I am flying high in the sky. She can't make it. Something in her is like, no, she just can't do it. Captain, come on. Oh, yeah, buddy! We did it. Hello? Hello? Your champion has arrived. Oh, this is the witch. This is the evil witch with the peasants. Back to the top. GG, yes, we did it. I'm really proud of us, guys. That was really hard. Each time you find me in a film, you get 1 costume piece. Unlock the full outfit, then the door shall unlock. Like, find this guy? Is this following me? Is it a bad guy? What? I didn't even see that. Spooked out, man.
Night of the Missing Pet. Zombie loved his cat. He called her Emmy, and they went on all sorts of trips together.
I love
They
cats.
went running by the river, climbing over rocks, and lazing under trees. But the most fun was when they terrorized the local villagers of Wheatburn. Emmy would lure the villagers around corners with her soft meow, where Zombie would be waiting to scare them. But now, those times were over. After their scare trips, Zombie would be tired, but Emmy was always still full of energy.
Do zombies get
She
tired?
would venture out into the wild on her own. Sometimes she wouldn't be back for days, but this time it was much longer. After a week, Zombie went out searching, and he found her by the riverside, bruised and broken.
Oh,
The
no.
villagers had taken their revenge on his cat, Emmy.
No!
Zombie
Emmy!
was stricken with grief and hate. His friend, the mad scientist, tried to comfort him, but Zombie couldn't shake it. The villagers need to pay, but they would wait.
Shake
First,
it.
Emmy needed to be buried. Zombie took
Emmy
her body
died?
to the local
I
graveyard,
thought she just was
where he
beaten.
began to dig hard and fast. He didn't look up until he was surrounded by the dirt walls of the grave. When it was deep enough, he climbed out to get Emmy, but she was missing. He looked everywhere, but he couldn't find her. The only person who knew he was burying her tonight was himself and his friend, the mad scientist.
Uh-oh.
Zombie looked up at his friend's castle. The lights were on in the windows, the strange contraptions working their green smoke. Maybe the mad scientist wasn't his friend after all.
Just wanted that cat. All right. So I snuck into this little area, and I don't honestly know if I'm supposed to be here, but there's a little dropper. Oh! 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 But there was a button. Did you see that? I wonder... Like, what is that? If I hit that, will that unlock the armor piece that I'm looking for? You think? Oh! I hit something. This does something. I don't know what it does, but it did something. Theater. Night of the Missing Pet act has opened. Guys, I think we did something here. I don't know what, but I definitely hit a button of importance. What did it do? Back to the top? Oh! I get what I did. Nothing special. Everyone chill out. All right, let's do this! Emmy! We're coming! Oh! I don't even know how... Okay, all right. Oh! 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 Yes! Holy guacamole, cheese and crackers. That was so good. Whoa. Wait, so what happened to Emmy? She turned into a giant kitty cat scary thing? R.I.P. cat. Guys, I just want to know how to unlock the armor pieces. Whoa. What in the actual... Are you seeing that? Give me that popcorn. Hey. It's gone. There it is. It's back. That's my popcorn. This is Spookyland, USA. I don't like this.
Zombie quickly ran up to the castle and burst through the door. Mad scientist, he yelled. Where
The
is
story
my
continues.
cat? He raced through hallways of armored knights, shiny swords and crest shields.
Shiny.
But he couldn't find the mad scientist's laboratory. Zombie would get lost in this castle before he found Emmy. But it didn't matter. He had to do it. He had to avenge her.
Yeah,
He burst
revenge.
through door after door, pushing over armor stands and decorations through the castle. Destruction and rubble followed in Zombie's wake. He would level this castle to the ground if it meant finding Emmy. But he didn't have to. He turned a corner and saw the telltale green hue of his old friend's experiments. A tall iron door with metal grates stood in his way. "I'm coming, Emmy," Zombies said, and he pushed the door open.
Emmy, he's coming! Oh, I kind of like hearing this story and trying to do this at the same time. Oh man, this is really hard. I'm like doing this with my head, thinking it's gonna help me. Okay, I messed up that other place. I thought I only had one story to go through, but there was more. There was more to that witch's story, but I really like this zombie kitty cat story. I'm into it. Ooh, that's gonna be hard. Come on, you can do this, baby. Just use your brain a little bit, girl. Oh, sneaky devil. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Oh, this is the last theater. I'm spooked. What happens to Emmy? You think the mad scientist did something horrible?
The mad scientist's laboratory was just as difficult to navigate as the castle. Bottles and jars of strange green liquids sat on shelves and desks. Otherworldly tendrils poked out of walls, and mechanical spiders with human heads skittered across the floor. Zombie would destroy all of it if Emmy was harmed. Every last bottle and tube, every table and chair.
Yeah, Zombie.
would even tear down the stone walls. And the
Get it,
mad
Zombie!
scientist himself, he would rip him apart like paper, shred him to pieces. First, those villagers killed his cat, and now his only friend stole her from him? No.
The
Zombie
dead
would
cat.
not stand for this. He ran through the laboratory, knocking things over as he went. The mechanical whirs of the mad scientist's machines droning in the distance. No doubt he was already performing experiments on Emmy. Experiments that he was going to stop. The droning became louder. Zombie was getting closer. He heard a laughter coming from behind a door frame. He rushed to the door, and what he saw made his jaw drop. In the center of the room was Emmy, hooked up to a machine, alive and purring, a greenish tint to
Oh.
her fur.
Zombie cat, right? Zombie cat. So his friend actually saved the kitty.
The following night, the villagers of Wheatburn knew no rest. Emmy let out blood-curdling shrieks into the night, and
Get him,
Zombie
Emmy.
chased down any villager trying to find the noise. Even when she went alone, Zombie wasn't worried. Emmy was invincible now. She was a zombie, just like him.
Okay, well, that was really cute, guys. That was super cute. I like that story. Wow, that was a good ghost story. Little Emmy turned into a little zombie. It was sad that Emmy died. Let's be honest, that was a pretty sad part, for sure. But she came back okay, so that's all right. I really wasn't even listening to the witch story. So I guess let's go back. Let's go to part 2. Something about villagers and people. These little spiders scare the crap out of me. They legit scared me. That creeped me out. I'm all spooked. I'm flinching and I'm clenching and my butt cheeks are like freaking rocks right now. I'm nervous. All right, let's begin the second part of this. This is the witch one.
Every second that passed, the shouts of the villagers grew louder. The witch raced around her hut, grabbing potions, roots, and flowers and casting them into her cauldron. She didn't even know if what she was making would work. Her best hope was that it would grant her invisibility for just a short while, enough to be able to grab her most precious things and take off into the night.
Ooh,
She
she's on the
grabbed
run.
the last of the ingredients and cast them into the cauldron. Pumpkin innards, chicken leg, and begonia stem. then
Sounds like a delicious
stirred
stew.
vigorously. The liquid inside the cauldron turned orange, blue, and then simmered down to a green. It
Ew.
was done. The witch grabbed a spoon and carefully poured the liquid into a glass. It was now or never. She downed the glass and gulped down every drop. It burned her throat and clogged it like she had swallowed ash. Her eyelids became heavy and droopy. Her body felt like it was made of metal. Something was wrong. She stumbled and knocked over the cauldron. Her mind turned to green and orange, as if the only thing that existed was fire and flower stems. She could see a blazing sun burning over green grass fields, a young dandelion growing out of thick green leaves, green frogs jumping over a river tinged with streaks of orange rust, a large ripe pumpkin sitting in a vine-filled mud patch.
She turned into a pumpkin? Wow. Okay, so we feel bad for the witch, right? Like the villagers were like out to get her. Like that's the story that we're all sticking to. I'm very into this now. Like it transformed into a rage game into like a really fun storytelling session. I'm gonna keep trying to go down because they're telling the story as I go down and it's kind of cool. All right, let's go.
The wicked pumpkin of torches, their light gleaming off the villagers' pitchfork-scented trees, an invisibility.
All right, we all realize what I just did. I went back. We just heard the beginning of this story. I'm sorry, okay? We all forgot what happened anyways. It was a refresher. Now we're on to Act 3. I got it quick,
When
though.
the witch finally escaped the madness of the potion, she tried to regain her bearings. A large scarecrow stood slanted off to her right, and
Scary.
all around her, she was surrounded by pumpkins. She had turned herself into a pumpkin. Aha! She thought to herself. I did it.
Pumpkin.
I tricked those nasty peasants. She laughed inside her head with a mirth that only wicked witches turned into pumpkins could have. She hadn't intended to turn herself into a pumpkin, but it did the job. Now all she had to do was wait until the spell wore off. Then she'd be able to go on her merry way. But the witch had forgotten one thing. It was harvesting season, and she was a very large and magnificently ripe pumpkin.
No!
So the witch waited and waited, and the spell didn't wear off.
Oh no! Oh no, here's the end.
Now the Witch of Westwick had finally disappeared, there was nothing on the mind of the farmers except their beautiful pumpkins. The pumpkin farmers of Westwick had a brilliant harvest that year. They had so many pumpkins that they were able to have pumpkin pie every night. The very first pumpkin they cut was such a beauty, they made a pie out of it for all the workers, sat around the table, scraping off every last morsel from their plates. Every farmer agreed that there was something unnaturally good about the harvest that year.
Oh my gosh! They ate the witch! This is shiesty. I feel bad for the witch. Was she a bad person, though? I don't understand. Like, she's just flying around. She's just living her best witchy life. And then she got turned into a pumpkin. Oh, well, she turned herself in. Okay, well. That's something I would do if I were a witch. Accidentally turn myself into a pumpkin and then become everyone's pumpkin pie and just be like, well, I did this to myself.
Howling Forest. When little Timmy and Ben asked their parents if they could go camping, they said no. There's wolves out there, it's too dangerous, his mother said. We'll take a trip somewhere else next summer.
That was cool.
But little Timmy and Ben didn't listen, and they didn't want to wait. That night, they climbed down the dark steps to the cellar and packed their camping kit. Sleeping bags, lights, snacks, and most importantly, marshmallows. They snuck out into the
Marshmallows.
forest, going deeper and deeper into the woods until they found their spot. In between trees, shielded from the wind, a level ground, and no parents. Timmy and Ben quickly built a fire and got out their roasting sticks. The marshmallows softly sizzled over the embers of their fire, and their laughter rang out through the trees. Their parents would never find out, they giggled. Oh, but they did. Only 2 days later, when they found a ruined campsite.
No! What happened to the boys? I'm like some sort of pro or something. I don't know, guys. I'm pretty good. I'm really good. Start the story.
Timmy and Ben had gorged themselves on candy and chocolate. Their tummies were bloated, and all they could do was lie on their backs. I think I ate too many marshmallows, Ben said.
Me.
Me too, Timmy said. Ben clutched his belly. I think I need to take a tinkle. And he wandered
tinkle?
off into the woods.
Really?
The first 10 minutes Ben was gone, Timmy
Ben.
wasn't worried. But after 30 minutes passed, Timmy was trembling in his shoes.
It was a long
Where was
tinkle.
Ben? Why hadn't he come back? Ben? He called out, but there was no answer. The wind whistled between the gaps of the trees, and everything seemed sinister. But little Timmy was brave. Maybe Ben had just fallen asleep.
While
Timmy
he peed.
stood up, took his light, and tried to track Ben's footsteps from the camp. First,
Smart.
they led to a tree, but then there were more tracks, and they weren't just footprints. A large, wide press, like a sledge, had been dragged across the forest floor. Ben must have found something big and dragged it somewhere. He was probably trying to hide it from Timmy. He always did annoying things like that. He never wanted to share. Timmy followed the tracks until they led to an old spelunking cave. The iron grates in front of the cave
Spelunking.
had rusted and bent. Loose cobwebs hung on the bars, fluttering gently as cold air flowed out of the cave. Timmy hated spiders, but this is where Ben went, so that is where he must go.
Ah,
Besides,
Timmy!
little Timmy had a
Timmy!
light, and little Timmy was brave.
So, little Ben, Billy, who was the other one? What happened to him? I'm not brave, I'm scared. What's going on? This is a spooky situation.
Inside the cave, spiders scuttled away from Timmy's light, crawling into small cracks. The larger ones stayed their ground, eyeing little Timmy as if to dare him to break their web.
They're gonna
But he
eat him.
didn't. Timmy crept and squeezed past any gap that he could. Ben was down there somewhere. A bat squeaked and flew out of the cave as Timmy approached, and he yelled out in surprise. After he realized, Timmy laughed at his foolishness. It was just a bat, not scary at all.
Don't laugh at a
Just
bat,
then,
Timmy.
He heard soft footsteps approaching him from the other side of the cave. Ben? He called out, but no answer. Ben, if that's you, stop it, it's not funny. The footsteps
Ben?
stopped. Ben?
Ben?
Little Timmy raised the light above his head, peering into the darkness, but he couldn't see anything. He walked further into the cave, every muscle tensing in his body, willing him to turn back. But little Timmy was brave. He wouldn't run from footsteps. Just then, Timmy saw a dark figure move in the shadows. Ben? He called out, but it wasn't Ben. The dark figure leapt at Timmy, and the last thing he saw was the dark yellow eyes and sharp white teeth of a shaggy gray wolf.
Timmy! You don't always gotta be brave, little Timmy! How does it end?
2 days of rain followed little Timmy and Ben's camping trip, clearing away their tracks. But their parents still searched for them. A whole search party scoured the forest, but it was only on the second day that they found Timmy and Ben's campsite. The tents were torn and shredded. The food they hadn't eaten scattered across the floor, soggy marshmallows and sandwiches left by a fire that had long since fizzled out. They never found Timmy or Ben. The only
got
thing left was
eaten.
Ben's coat, caught on the prickly branches of a pine tree.
Yo, that was dark. That was... Oh, thanks for playing! The Dropper of Horrors. Bonus credits have been unlocked at the theater entrance. Oh, cool. That was a sad... Why they keep saying Timmy was so brave? Also, I hit my elbow so freaking hard on my desk. I need you. That was very painful. I was really excited because I had, done well. I didn't unlock any of these. If you guys play this game and unlock those, let me know how to do it. I want to go back and try. Oh, to the credits tunnel. It's a tunnel? Oh, are these drops right here? What's going on? What is this? What am I doing with my life? Okay, it wasn't even a drop. I thought it was something special, but it's just like the way they show the credits, which is kind of cool. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. It lets me know that you want more. I can play more of these fun games. I'm having a good Spooktober. I'm having fun, flinching and clinching. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.